His sold-out crowd is on its feet tonight here in St. Louis, Missouri.
These fans are so excited, I'm having a hard time staying in my own seat myself.
I'm with you on that, partner. We've got a great show here tonight for these St. Louis fans, and I can't wait to get started.
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have, and that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
I don't care how many times I see her. I'll never get over how good Ashley looks.
And she's more than just a pretty face. Ashley's an incredible...
Going up that turnbuckle, it's about time he got in on this one.
And there's the pin!
2.
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope. This is a big risk. Will it pay off? And here's the cover.
2. This could be big, but it could backfire.
It's a real shame that a diva as lovely and talented as Melina has to resort to some of the underhanded tactics that she often employs.
Hey, I know you...
I think someone's been taking flying lessons.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in. Now that's the way to do it. Let your opponent know. Time for another superstar to join the match. You feel like a jerk when someone counters you like that.
Michelle may have bitten off more than she can chew here tonight.
Oh man, I hope not. That's about the last thing you want a beautiful woman to do. You can show off for the crowd if you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, you got to be careful when you're going up there. This is just dumb. You don't win a match by taunting your opponent to death.
I disagree. Getting the crowd on your side can be a huge psychological boost.
That's not...
And we've got another superstar entering the match. I hope
that isn't going to make you popular, but you got it. Wow. I guess it's true what they say, Cole. All's fair in love and war.
And there certainly isn't a lot of love being shown in that ring tonight.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're...
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground.
Here's the pin. This could be it. Looks like someone's moving up in the world. There's the cover.
Another superstar has entered the match. This is going to be big, one way or the other.
Candice Michelle is a beautiful young woman, but I'm not sure she's cut out for a match like this.
Are you blind? Look at her. You think it's a mistake to put her front and center in the middle of the ring?
I'm not saying she's not easy on the eyes, partner, but I question how capable she is of handling herself in active competition.
If Kelly's brains were dynamite, she wouldn't have enough to blow her nose.
Fortunately for you, I don't think SAT scores were part of her ECW application.
Wow, Great reversal. Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. Did you see that? What a desperate maneuver.
You know what they say, it's all legal till you get caught.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Bottom line is it ain't.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
This could be 3 right here.
2. I don't know if this is such a good move. This could be disastrous. What a counter that was. I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize.
I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
She's looking to finish off her opponent here.
And that backbreaker might have done it. That'll take the fight out of you in a hurry.
2, 3.
Ashley's a wild little filly, but I bet I could tame her.
I'm not sure about that, partner. She seems like she'd be quite a handful.
She seems like she'd be a couple, but I don't see what that...
So much can go wrong from that top turnbuckle. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad...
Look at this. No fear on the face of this superstar.
Yeah, but that kind of thing's not going to win you the match. On the mat, shoulders down.
2,
this could be it.
3.
Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
What are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this capacity crowd behind him.
There isn't an ounce of quit in these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
Wow. Talk about giving your opponent a taste of their own medicine. You see, the thing about Melina is, oh, wow. What was I saying?
I think all the blood is drained from your brain to another part of your anatomy.
There's the reversal.
If Michelle's not careful, she could wind up in a pinning predicament.
I don't think she's worried about that. She pulls out some of her best moves when she's on her back.
I've got no one to blame but myself. I walked right into that one.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match. The fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it. Oh, would you look at this? Talk about arrogant. It's sickening.
I think it's great. That's not arrogance, that's confidence, and that's what wins matches. These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what? You want to say that everybody wins so that nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it.
Candice might still be pretty inexperienced, but I'm impressed with her development so far.
You gotta be kidding me. I don't think I've ever seen her win a match without cheating.
Hey, you've got enough disadvantages when it comes to picking up women. You don't need to badmouth them too. I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience.
Regardless of how you feel about ECW, it's a real treat to see a diva like Kelly Kelly in action.
And I wouldn't mind seeing how extreme Kelly can get here tonight.
You might get your wish. She's an exhibitionist, you know.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know. That's one of the reasons I showed up to work tonight. I know I say this a lot, but it ain't ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy.
Here's the pin.
2.
Look at these superstars. Nice one. I always thought there were too many rules in this business anyway.
Well, I personally was looking forward to a clean, competitive matchup. Talk about adding insult to injury, and these fans love it.
Yeah, but you got to worry more about the injury and less about the insult till the match is over.
Nice reversal.
Ashley certainly is a beautiful young woman. If I wasn't a happily married man.
Come on, what would you do with a woman like Ashley?
I'm not going to answer that, partner. My wife might be watching.
Oh man, Melina's one of those divas you just can't take your eyes off.
You certainly can't. Melina will use any underhanded trick in the book to pick up the win.
That's not exactly what I was talking about, but you're not wrong. What Michelle McCool lacks in experience, she makes up for in legs. Look at those things.
She's a good-looking woman, but it's going to take more than that to pick up the win here tonight.
You know you'd have a lot more success with women if you stopped trash-talking them.
1, 2, 3.
I've got to admit it, I'm impressed by these superstars' performance here tonight.
We were expecting a solid. How humiliating to get hit with your own finisher like that.
Candice has got her work cut out for her tonight. Can she pull it off?
Let's face it, Candice's athletic ability isn't exactly her greatest asset.
Was that supposed to be some kind of a double entendre?
Do you see a crown on my head? I'll leave the lame jokes to the Monday night crew.
1, 2, 3.
Kelly Kelly prides herself on being an exhibition.
Here's your winner, Davis.